Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real English Talks.
Hello, Gracie. I am so happy to be here today.
Me too, Alex. We have a topic that is cool, literally cool, but very warm for the heart.
Yes, we are diving into winter activities today. I know many people are feeling the cold right now.
It's true, the weather is changing fast. I need to know, are you an indoor person or an outdoor person in the winter?
That is a great question. I'm mostly an indoor person, to be honest. I love staying home.
Really? I'm the complete opposite. I feel like I need to see the snow and the light.
Oh, wow. That is our emotional contrast right there. We are different, and that is okay.
It is okay. We can learn English by talking about our differences.
Okay, tell me about your outdoor fun first. What is your favorite winter activity outside?
I love to walk in the park when it snows. I love to see the trees covered in white.
That sounds beautiful. Do you go early in the morning?
Yes, I wake up at 7 a.m., I drink hot tea, and then I go out quickly.
Oh, 7 a.m. is too early for me. My favorite winter activity is inside.
Tell me more. What do you do inside your warm house?
I love to read books. I always get a huge blanket and a big cup of hot chocolate.
Ah, the hot chocolate ritual. That sounds so relaxing and cozy.
It is. I also love to watch old movies. I prefer to stay on the sofa all day.
Why do you prefer to stay on the sofa, Alex? What is the reason?
Why? Because outside is too wet and too complicated. I hate putting on many layers of clothing.
That is a very good point. I hate putting on the big coat and the gloves too.
But you still go out. You are so motivated. What happens if it's raining, not snowing?
If it's raining, then I definitely stay home. I prefer to bake cookies with my family.
Baking cookies sounds like a wonderful indoor activity for the weekend.
I love simple sentences like that. I bake cookies. It's easy English.
Exactly. We are using simple sentences so our listeners can steal the phrases easily.
What about you this weekend? Do you have any plans for winter fun?
Yes, I have simple plans. I want to try a new recipe for soup, a hearty vegetable soup.
That is so concrete. I can almost smell it. That's a great use of the cold weather.
And after that, I love to play board games. It's easy English practice too.
Playing board games is great. We learn communication quickly.
We need to remember that simple English is the best English for describing activities.
I agree 100%. We are focusing on things you can copy and use right away tomorrow.
So you prefer walking in the snow, and I prefer drinking hot chocolate inside.
We both still have fun. Winter is a great season for different activities.
That brings up a great point about what we wear for these activities.
Oh, the winter clothes. That's a whole new conversation about heavy materials.
Yes, let's talk more about those heavy coats and funny hats in the next part.
Perfect idea. Don't go anywhere, everyone. We'll be right back. Okay, let's talk about the coat situation. My biggest coat is red, and it weighs maybe 5 kilos. It's huge.
5 kilos? Oh my God, that's a workout just to put it on.
It really is. And I have to wear 3 layers underneath it just to feel warm enough outside for my walk.
3 layers is mandatory, especially if you're walking in the snow and staying outside for a long time.
Exactly. I always start with a simple cotton t-shirt, then a thick wool sweater, and then the massive red coat.
See, this is where we are different. I prefer to stay inside, so I wear simple clothes, just sweatpants and a thick hoodie.
The hoodie is essential for indoor comfort. Do you ever forget your gloves when you go out quickly?
Oh, absolutely. One time I was running to catch the bus and I left my favorite blue gloves on the kitchen table.
Oh no, what did you do? Were your hands freezing immediately while you were waiting for the bus?
They were freezing immediately. My fingers turned totally white in just 2 minutes waiting for the bus in the wind.
That is a terrible winter feeling. Did you have to put your hands deep into your pockets for warmth?
Yes, I put my hands deep into my pockets, but the wind was still hitting my wrists. It was a miserable commute that day.
So the lesson is always check for gloves and a proper scarf before you leave the house in the morning.
Always check and use a long scarf that covers your neck completely. Neck warmth is key to staying healthy.
I love that we're talking about concrete steps to stay warm. These are great simple sentences for our listeners.
We need these clear phrases. It's easy English that describes a necessary action. I have to wear gloves.
Speaking of necessary things, what is the one winter activity you must do every single year, Alex?
That's a great question. For me, it is baking cookies, specifically sugar cookies with lots of cinnamon.
Why cinnamon? Tell me the sensory detail. Why do you love that activity so much?
Why? Because the smell of cinnamon fills the whole apartment. It feels so warm and welcoming when it's cold outside the windows.
I love that concrete answer. The scent of cinnamon is definitely a winter feeling.
What about you? What is your annual must-do activity that you cannot skip?
My annual must-do activity is totally different. I must go ice skating at least once on the local rink.
Ice skating. That is very brave. I'm terrible at balancing on the slippery ice surface.
I am not perfect, but it is so much fun. I love the specific sound the metal skates make on the frozen surface.
That is a great sensory detail. Do you wear your massive red coat when you are outdoor skating?
Absolutely. I need the protection in case I fall down, and I always wear thick thermal socks to keep my feet dry.
Thermal socks are another concrete necessity. We've talked a lot about what we wear and what we do at home.
Yes, all these simple phrases are perfect for describing your daily winter life to a friend or classmate.
We're trying to give you the exact words to say. Remember, simple English is the most effective English.
We're focusing on SVO structures that you can copy and paste immediately. I wear my coat, I go skating.
Now, let's change direction a little. Let's talk about the worst part of winter activities.
Oh, the anti-fun list, the complaint section. I have a few specific frustrations ready for you.
I want to hear them. We've talked about the fun. Now let's discuss the challenges or the things we absolutely hate doing.
Perfect. The cold realities of winter are important to discuss too. We need to be realistic about the season.
We'll tackle the cold realities and the specific difficulties of outdoor winter life in the next section.
I'm already feeling cold just thinking about it. We'll be right back, everyone.
Stay tuned, listeners. We're going to get into the challenges right after this short pause. Welcome back. We promised to talk about the cold realities of winter.
Yes, the things that make me want to stay inside my house forever and never open the door.
What is the absolute worst part of going outside for a winter activity? Give me your number one frustration, Gracie.
It's the preparation. The moment you realize you have to put on 5 different layers of clothing just to leave the house.
Oh, the layering process. That takes 15 minutes before you even step outside the door. It's a commitment.
Exactly. You put on the thermal shirt, the heavy sweater, the jacket, and the huge waterproof coat. It feels so heavy.
And then you start sweating indoors because you're already dressed for the Arctic climate.
That is the worst feeling. I feel hot, then I go outside and I'm immediately freezing again. It's a temperature shock every time.
I understand the gear struggle perfectly. For me, the specific challenge is the wetness after the activity is finished.
Oh no, you mean when you come back home and everything is soaking wet from the melting snow?
Yes, my gloves, my scarf, my hat, they are all damp and heavy. I have to hang them everywhere in the kitchen.
And they take 2 days to dry completely. You look at your coat and it is still slightly wet near the cuffs.
I try to put them near the heater, but then the whole room starts to smell like damp wool and wet dog.
That is a very concrete problem. I hate that smell. Let's talk about a specific outdoor activity, ice skating.
Ice skating is fun for 30 minutes, but the process of putting the actual skates on, that's a nightmare.
Why is it difficult for you to tie those specific thick laces?
It is incredibly difficult. You're sitting on a cold wooden bench trying to pull those laces tight enough for support.
And your fingers are already cold even though you're supposedly indoors in the arena.
My fingers go completely numb, and then I can't feel the plastic buckles or the metal hooks. I usually need help.
I have that exact problem too. That frustration is the reason I usually prefer simple sledding or tubing.
Sledding is fast and fun, which is great, but walking back up the hill, that's the hidden exhausting exercise.
That is absolutely true. The 5-minute fun ride requires 20 minutes of heavy walking uphill again and again.
And you're pulling the heavy plastic sled behind you. It's a workout disguised as a joyful game.
It truly tests your endurance. You feel fit, but you're also breathing heavily and sweating under those 5 layers.
See, these simple phrases we're using, "it feels heavy," "my fingers are numb," "I need help," are exactly what you need.
These are the easy English sentences that describe your realistic experience during the winter season.
We're just complaining now, but these are real, useful conversations people have every day.
Speaking of frustration, we want to hear yours. What is the one winter activity or chore you absolutely hate?
Maybe you hate shoveling snow after a big storm. That's a big one for many listeners.
If you're listening on YouTube or Spotify, use the comment section right now to tell us your biggest winter chore.
Tell us what you have to do but do not enjoy doing. Use those short, clear words. We want to read them.
We love reading those comments. It helps us know which topics are most useful for your learning journey.
That engagement is so helpful for us. It helps keep the lights on and keep this podcast running smoothly.
So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done that. We're building this amazing community together.
We're focused on giving you the best, most reusable English phrases for daily life.
Fantastic. We've certainly covered the pain points of the outdoors and the struggle with the gear.
Now, let's go back inside. We need some relaxing hobbies to recover from all that cold, hard work.
Exactly. We need to discuss the perfect indoor winter hobbies that require 0 effort and maximum comfort.
We need to talk about reading books, drinking hot chocolate, and the best ways to stay cozy until spring arrives.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. We will talk about staying warm and truly comfortable in the next segment.
Don't go anywhere, listeners. We have the coziest part of the conversation coming up right after this.
Welcome back to the warmest part of our episode. We are officially inside now, and I am so happy about that.
I agree. The best feeling in winter is closing the door and hearing the lock click, knowing the cold is outside.
It is the ultimate relief. The first thing I do is put on my thickest, fluffiest socks.
Oh, the thick socks are mandatory. I cannot survive winter without them. They keep my feet warm all day.
Exactly. And then I grab my favorite giant blanket. It has to be heavy, like a cloud pressing down on me.
A heavy blanket is excellent for comfort. I prefer a light, fuzzy throw, though. I get too hot under the heavy ones.
Really? See, we're different, and that's totally okay. I need that maximum weight to feel secure.
I need maximum liquid heat. I go straight to the kitchen to make a hot drink. What's your go-to winter drink?
Definitely coffee. Strong, dark coffee, maybe with a little cinnamon added for the winter feeling.
Ugh, that's too much energy for my relaxing hobby time. I need hot chocolate, specifically the kind with tiny marshmallows floating on the top.
Marshmallows are a great choice. They're a little sweet treat that makes the whole experience feel special.
It makes the moment completely intentional. I take my mug, I sit down, and then I open my book.
Reading is the perfect indoor winter hobby. It requires 0 electricity, just a good light source.
I love reading fiction. I want a long, complicated story that takes me completely away from the winter outside.
I'm the complete opposite. I love reading nonfiction. Give me a book about history or a long biography.
Nonfiction is great, but winter is my time to escape reality. I want dragons and magic, not historical facts.
That's great. The important thing is that we both love turning the pages. Do you prefer a physical book or an e-reader?
Oh, a physical book, absolutely. I love the smell of the paper and I love turning the actual page with my hand.
I understand the feeling, but I need the convenience of the e-reader. I can hold it with one hand under the blanket.
That is a very practical reason. I guess you don't need to get up to find a new book when you finish one either.
Precisely. I can download the next book immediately. It makes reading a continuous, comfortable action.
That continuous action is key for a good winter hobby. You don't want interruptions that force you back into the cold reality.
No interruptions allowed. This is focused comfort time. Reading helps me slow down my brain after a busy week.
That is the best feeling. It's a moment of total quiet, just you and the story. It's therapeutic.
And if you're learning English, reading is the perfect way to practice those simple sentences we use like SVO.
Yes, you can see how the author uses short phrases to build a clear picture. You can steal those phrases.
Steal them and use them tomorrow. That's our goal, to give you English you can actually use immediately.
Speaking of things you can use immediately, what happens when you finish your book? What's the next step in comfort?
The next step involves the screen. If I finish the book, it's time for a long movie or maybe a documentary.
I love movies on a dark winter afternoon. The darkness outside makes the screen feel brighter and the sound feel bigger.
I agree. It's a totally different experience than watching a movie in the summer light.
We need to make sure that our listeners know what their favorite indoor hobby is. We want to hear about it.
Absolutely. We're focusing on indoor activities right now, so tell us, what is the first thing you do when you come inside from the cold?
Is it putting on thick socks? Is it raking a warm drink? Is it lighting a candle? Tell us the specific, concrete action.
Use simple sentences to tell us the action. We want to read how you structure those clear, easy English phrases.
We love seeing how you're practicing the language in the comments below. It really helps us see your progress.
Your progress is our mission. If you enjoyed this conversation about cozy winter comfort, please let us know by hitting the like button.
Liking this episode helps other English learners find our conversations, and it helps our community grow bigger.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. We're building this amazing place for daily English practice.
We promise to keep bringing you these real English talks about real-life situations like dealing with winter.
We've talked about thick socks, hot chocolate, and the perfect reading material. We've covered a lot of ground today.
We certainly have. We've managed to cover the pain of the cold and the beauty of the indoors.
Now, before we wrap up, we need to talk about the importance of planning your weekend activities in English.
Planning is essential. We need to teach the listeners how to make a clear, simple plan for next Saturday morning.
Exactly. How do you invite a friend over to watch that long movie? We'll cover those planning phrases next.
Don't move. We are just about to give you the most useful phrases for making concrete plans in English.
Stay tuned for our final segment on planning your perfect cozy winter weekend. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back and the tea is hot. Let's talk about planning our cozy winter weekend activities in clear, simple English.
This is the most useful part. We need to move from talking about wishes to talking about action.
Exactly. Let's use those easy phrases. Alex, what are your plans for next Saturday morning?
My plan is simple. I am going ice skating early, around 9 a.m.
Ice skating? That is a very cold activity. Are you inviting anyone?
I am. I was going to ask, do you want to come ice skating with me this weekend?
That is perfect. It is clear, simple, and direct. I might answer, thank you, but I prefer staying warm inside.
And that is a perfect, honest answer. We respect the indoor preference.
Now, my turn to invite. I plan to bake cookies and watch a long movie.
Oh, baking cookies sounds wonderful. That is a fantastic indoor activity.
I know. I can ask you, would you like to come over on Sunday afternoon?
I would use the phrase, yes, what time should I come over to help?
Come over around 3 p.m. when the cookies are coming out of the oven.
That is a plan I can follow. We have established the activity, the time, and a location.
These are the simple sentences you need to use daily. Subject, verb, object. Keep it clear.
No need for complex English when you're making a simple plan with friends.
Use the structures, I plan to, do you want to, and what time should I?
Practice these phrases out loud. Say them to yourself in the mirror if you need to.
The more you say them, the more natural they become when you speak to a native English speaker.
This episode covered so many important points about winter life, from clothing to fun activities.
We talked about thick sweaters, staying cozy, and how to deal with the cold weather gracefully.
We've also given you specific verbs for indoor hobbies, like reading, watching, and baking.
I hope these tips and simple phrases really help you feel more confident this week.
Confidence in English comes from repeating those simple, clear sentences until they stick.
If you found these planning phrases helpful and if this conversation made your English practice easier,
Then please hit the like button on this episode right now. It takes only 1 second.
liking the episode is the best way to support our show and make sure we keep making more.
And if you know someone who hates winter but loves English, please share this talk with them.
Sharing helps us reach more learners who are looking for real, natural English conversations.
We're trying to build the biggest, warmest community for English practice, even when it's cold outside.
Thank you to everyone who has been with us for the entire episode, learning and laughing.
We promise to keep bringing you these high-energy, real-life talks every single week.
So if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel or podcast.
Subscribing guarantees you never miss our next conversation, which might be about summer activities.
We have to cover all seasons after all. But wait, we have one final question for our listeners today.
The question to encourage practice. I love this part.
We've talked about our favorite winter things, but now we need to hear from the community.
What is the golden question, Gracie? Make it concrete.
My question is, what is the one winter activity you are planning to do this coming weekend?
Just one thing. Keep it simple. Are you going to read a book or are you going to build a snowman?
Tell us in the comments below. Use the phrase, "This weekend I plan to," and finish the sentence.
We love reading your answers and learning about your lives around the world.
Reading your comments inspires our next topics, so please don't be shy.
We need to know if you are an indoor person like me or an outdoor snow-loving person like Gracie.
We are different, and that is what makes this conversation interesting, right?
Absolutely. We celebrate our differences and learn English together.
Thank you so much for joining us for this cozy and useful English talk.
We appreciate every single minute you spend practicing English with us.
Have a fantastic, warm, and productive week, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Yes, have a great week. Keep practicing those simple sentences, and we will catch you next time.
Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.